Joining me now is Brian Claypool, who began his legal career defending Airbus. What a pleasure to see you.
Thanks for having me, Jose.
You're calling on all airlines to immediately implement changes in flight crew screenings. What specifically?
Well, Jose, first of all, I think it's irresponsible for Lufthansa to come out and say, oh, Lubitz was 100% fit, and he hid all of this from us. I think airlines like Lufthansa and all airlines worldwide need to do better vetting of the fitness of pilots before they're hired, and after they're hired, there needs to be continued and ongoing screening of the mental fitness of pilots. It's not good enough to say, well, a pilot hid this from us. For example, Lubitz years ago had a mental health issue. The reason why we don't know what that was is because the German president came out and said, well, there are privacy rights afforded to the pilot. Well, the privacy rights should be trumped by public safety, and we need to start digging deeper.
Brian, so what is it that can be done? I mean, even in the United States, when a pilot gets, recertified, goes through a series of a battery of medical tests, but not psychological screening on a yearly basis, right?
That's true, but what you need to do is, for example, subpoena or retrieve all of the medical records within the last 10 years leading up to hiring a pilot. Ask for all mental health records related to...
Can you do that? I mean, can you do that? Well, I don't know if you can do that in the United States.
Well, no, you can in certain occupations. Law enforcement, firefighters, military. There are certain occupations where you can. My point is we need to generate legislation that affords the right of an airline to look into the mental health background of a prospective pilot. And here's another thing, Jose. Do you know that the FAA regulations don't even speak to the issue of the retention of a pilot once they're hired? In other words, there's initial screening, but once a pilot's hired in the U.S., there is no further mental health assessment of that pilot. That needs to be changed as well.
Brian Claypool, thanks for being with me. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And now to a graph between